Hey, what's up? It's time for more One Piece. This is episode 671, 672, and 673. I found a decent little strategy because I have this thing where when I'm about to record a video, very often, especially more and more lately, I've been procrastinating. So what I do is I like set up the camera, I set up the lights, I start the recording software, I open up the episode, I get basically everything ready to go, where it's like I just have to click record and then we'll be recording. And then I just sit there and I don't record, and I like might scroll through websites, or I might get distracted by other things, or I get lost in my thoughts. I don't know, I'll just kind of do anything except record. And it's a bad problem because I sometimes waste like an hour and a half, 2 hours like not recording because I'm just procrastinating it. But with One Piece, I'll tell you one thing, I actually don't procrastinate it as much, and you want to know why? It's because of this. Because I put this hat on with all of my prep, and then the longer I procrastinate, the more this chokes me. So it's actually actively uncomfortable to procrastinate. So it's a perfect solution, because now I'm recording this just because I don't want to be choked anymore. I can't wait to get this hat off. Anyway, this is One Piece episode 671 onwards, just doing 3 episodes today. In the previous episode, the finals began. I remember that happened. We're facing Lao G. He's pretty cool. There's still the Tontada tribe is still like going after, like trying to put that grape in Sugar's basket, but was caught by Nico Robin, so we don't know what's happening there. There's the what's his name? Senor Pink is swimming against Frankie. Yeah, there's lots of cool stuff happening right now, so I'm excited to jump into it. By the way, we also still have like Nami and crew are being chased by Big Mom's ship, right? And that we just haven't seen that in like, I feel like it's been like 7 or 8 episodes since we've seen that. So I don't know what's going on there, but I'm okay with it not cutting back there for a little while, because there's a lot of interesting stuff going on. That storyline is honestly like kind of the least of our concerns at this point. But yeah, anyway, let's jump into the episode. Make sure to support the video if you can. I'm a small channel, so any like, any comment, any subscription, all of that stuff helps me out a lot. I really love reading your comments. Keep them coming. And you can go to my Patreon account if you want the full-length reaction, early access, and exclusive videos. You can get the next 20 or so episodes in full-length version on there right now, which means we're probably very close to the end of Dressrosa, if not at the end of Dressrosa, on my Patreon account right now, so go check that out. And you can join the YouTube channel, YouTube membership down below to get 7 episodes early, you know, 2 videos early in edited versions. And also you get to be the first ones to comment, you get to get like extra information. It's very good. Yeah, without further ado, let's jump into this. This is episode 671. I can get this off of One Piece. Woo! We are best friends. Okay, recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, this is a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap. And it happens often. But I do think it'd be funny to pretend it didn't happen often, and every video I freak out about it, like it's the first time it happened. My hands are fucking freezing right now, so I can't move it very fast. And that is the cube complete. I would have finished that much sooner if my hands weren't cold. Okay, that was a long recap, but this episode's titled Zoro vs Pika, the stone fight of the year. Oh my gosh, Zoro, do something. That's a classic. Okay, so far so good. Is he still around? I thought like he could have followed Luffy and Violet. Ooh, focus up, Zoro. Observation Haki. Oh. Oh shit, you don't need observation Haki to see that. But he's ready for it. Whoa. Oh my god. Ah! That's kind of creepy. I mean, I don't know what you do against him. I guess if you keep cutting, you're eventually gonna use up all of the stone that's there. Like, I don't think it's reabsorbing the small bits of stone, you know? His sounds are great. Oh! Nice kick. What the fuck? Whoa. Luminous flowers. Nah. Meal. Oh my god. This is their way of getting food? Jeez. Alright, because they're extremely strong as well. That's a lot of fucking fruit. I was thinking, shouldn't it be like all the way down to the bottom? Well, to me, I feel like you need to just wait until it looks like a full fruit. Because then you'll figure out the whole game. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so abusive. Because they're extremely gullible. Yeah, it got hit precisely in the head. Yeah. Okay, but it's gonna be hard without like revealing yourself. You have to do it like a stealth game where you like throw a rock, you know, in the distance, and a rock that only he can hear but she can't. Oh my god. Okay, you are revealing yourself, but not as a pirate. Hey, pretty good, Robin. Damn. It's cool to see her acting ability. Say yes. Yes, it did. It looks like Sugar was calling bullshit. I want to know what happens. This storyline's good, but it's moving so slowly. Just give it to me. Give me the story. Oh, you locked it up, yeah. Although, Usopp and crew still in there. Oh my god, that's scary. I still hate him, but that's one of the coolest things that I've seen. Oh, I hate it. Yeah, they are still in there. Okay, go now. No, well now just do the plan. Okay, do the plan as planned. Go, Leo. Why'd the door close like that? You shouldn't close the door, you drew her attention. She gave like a look that way, like she noticed. Nice! Nice and quick. She gonna immediately notice? Like, this grape isn't right. Wow, it blends in well. She's so like particular about which grape she eats. That's the one. Oh. She knows? She knew! You just need to put it in her mouth. Don't announce your presence. Oh my gosh. Just like try a surprise attack and like jump in and shove it in her mouth. Oh my gosh, guys. They're like, oh, we got the wrong person. Oh shit. She's gonna start turning people into toys. Oh my gosh! I don't think you're weak. I think you're incredibly strong. Yeah, you're all gonna be toys. Yep. Oh, specifically the same kind of toy. Oh no. You're gonna attack each other. And they don't remember him. Shit. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, she's so strong because she can just turn our allies against us. And turn us against our allies. Like they don't even know that it's them. Man, the memory shit is so sad. Uh-oh, Robin, you might be in trouble. Robin trying to stay in character. I like that she's still improvising. That's kind of cool. I hate that that's cool. She's not a trap, she's a lady. Oh my god. Oh fuck. Oh, it's a fake! That was a clone! She's so smart, I love her. Yep, Nico Robin, baby. They're lucky it's an updated photo. Like, remember when it was just her as a kid? He wouldn't have known. What if Nico Robin had like stolen the key and he can't get back into his own door because he locked it? Oh my god! Jesus, man! That's fucking huge! Okay, well, it doesn't matter if he has a key or not. God damn. So I have a problem, and the problem is that, like, I actually kind of almost wish I hated Treble more. Cause, like, and I mean, this is good. This means Oda is improving. Like, even the characters that I really don't like, I can't help but look at some of the things about Treble and go, well, that's kind of cool. Like, the way he uses powers is kind of cool. I really, really love the way his way of like transporting. Like, he just like and like lands next to someone. It's really terrifying. It reminds me of like a Studio Ghibli sort of creature. That whole aspect of him is very cool. I really do think it's cool. I don't like his character. Like, I don't like the concept, like his design and the sort of like fact that he's like purposefully gross, and his voice. I don't like any of that stuff, but like there's some things about him that I think work really, really nicely. So, you know, that's a compliment I can give. Like, even this character that I really don't like, you know, one of my least favorite characters in this arc, still has something that when he does it, I'm like, oh, that's kind of fucking awesome. So that's good for like, that is good news for Oda, because there are some characters in One Piece where I haven't liked anything about them, you know, like I would, you know, Wanze, Wapol, Absalom. Absalom was like my least favorite character in One Piece, and like all of these characters, I liked nothing about them, you know. So it's good. It feels like Oda is improving at the very least, you know, if there's a character that is obnoxious and annoying, he's getting more creative with how he uses those characters and making them feel at least impactful in a way that it's like, okay, yeah, they're supposed to be annoying and bad, but also there's stuff that you can like admire about them, and I think that's cool. But yeah, so I need to say that first. I really liked all of Robin's stuff, where she's like, she comes up with a plan, she's doing her own plan, and then I liked seeing her improvising the plan as well. It's really cool because we don't, like, Robin isn't a talker generally. Like, she doesn't generally do much of the talking to anyone, really. But she's good at it, you know? She's good at deceiving people. She just doesn't flex that very often. It's almost like she's got like a low charisma, but she's got proficiency in deception. If we're talking D&D terms, so it's, and like maybe even expertise in deception. So so it's like something you wouldn't expect from her, but whenever she is trying to like properly deceive people, it's because, I mean, like I think, you know, if we're using D&D terms more accurately, it's like the DM's constantly letting her use her intelligence stat for deception instead of her charisma stat, because the reason things work out and that she's like convincing to people is because she's smart enough to, on the spot, like come up with something that makes a lot of sense, that is very clever, and that someone wouldn't really question. So like her, you know, coming up with the idea of like how to get him away from Sugar, and then coming up with, well, yeah, the normal guys on lunch, and then like leaving with him, and then as soon as she's about to be caught out, like she doesn't immediately go like, oh no, I've been caught. She like stays in character for a bit, like just long enough for him to like look at her and go like, hang on, okay, so what's going on here? Like, that's something, if you play like social deduction games and stuff, stuff like you know, stuff like Trouble in Terrorist Town and Among Us, and if we're talking like tabletop games, stuff like Secret Hitler and Werewolf and One Night Werewolf, and you know, there's thousands and thousands of them, right? And I've played a hell of a lot of social deduction games. I've played so many of them that I actually don't really want to play them very often. But you know, when we have a big group of friends together and we're playing games, a lot of the time we drift towards doing social deduction games. So I've played quite a lot of them. In the sort of social deduction games where like it's also about kind of reaction time as well as, you know, like there's stuff like Secret Hitler where there's nothing about reaction times in there, you know. It doesn't matter how quick you are, because the discussions will go for as long as the discussions go. But in some games like Trouble in Terrorist Town, like Among Us, it sometimes is about reaction time. Like you have to figure it out before they kill you. So something that you can often do in that game is, when, you know, like I think one of the ones I've played longest is me and my friends play a lot of Trouble in Terrorist Town. Since it came out, we've played quite a lot of it over the years, and we go off of it for like a year or two, and then we'll come back to it and we'll play it for a few weeks. And a big thing is, like, if you're caught out, if your lie is caught or whatever, if you're able to stay calm for just a few more seconds, where it's like, and you can convince them that you're genuinely confused as well, what you do to their brain is they turn around, and if you go like, oh shit, and you start shooting at them immediately, then you're making it like a 50-50 fight, because they've realized that it's you at the same time that you've realized that they know it's you, and you're both just shooting at each other. But if instead you don't shoot at them, and when the thing happens, you go like, hold on, I think, and then you like, you know, come up with a weird lie, like, I think they were disguised, or like, I think that's a fake body, or, you know, you come up with something else, and it's something that's not going to hold up to scrutiny. It's a lie that's not really going to make sense, and once they think about it for a bit, it's gonna turn against you. But that doesn't matter. You are buying yourself about 5 seconds, you know. And so once they're thinking about it, they're like, a fake body, I guess it could be. Wait, no, it can't be a fake body, because, and then they turn around, and by that time, now you have an 80 to 90% chance of killing them, because now they've been caught off guard, you know, because they expected you to freak out and start shooting them. You didn't panic, and now they've been caught off guard. That's what Nico Robin does kind of beautifully here, is like, they're called out. It's like, it's a trap, but then she's still walking, you know, because she's like, well, nothing to do with me. And so he sees that, and I think that gives him that moment of hesitation of like, hang on, what's going on? And then she talks to him about it, and then she immediately goes, oh look, there are bees over there, and it's like distracting him again, like taking his mind off of it, and then she's able to get away with her smart clone trick. So so I love it. I love seeing how Nico Robin's mind works. But yeah, Alright, let's just move on to the next episode. There's other stuff that happened in the episode, but I don't think much of it is worth discussing for long periods of time. It was solid, it was fun. Let's move on to the next. Okay. Recap Rubik's, here we go. Oh, I was so close to finishing that. Okay, this episode is going to be called the Tontada Tribe versus the Tontada Tribe. Sugar's like, what the fuck? Did you have to do that? Couldn't you have just walked in? Oh, Robin, what are you going to do? She switched back to her normal clothes. I guess no point being disguised anymore. Oh my gosh, these two won't be left alone by the fucking stone worms. I mean, yeah, he'll be fine. Just about how long it's gonna fucking take him. This reminds me so much of the Shie Hisaikai raid in My Hero Academia. So much so that I wonder if the Shie Hisaikai raid was inspired by this. At least that one part of the Shie Hisaikai raid where they're facing the guy who can change buildings. Hell yeah, girl! Actually fighting! She doesn't have to really use it for attacking people. Whoa. Whoa! Whoa! That's so cool! Oh. Yeah. I don't know how much you can do, girl. There's that shot again. Muscle melon. Oh god. Shit, man. They all just in a goo, yeah. Shit, man, we lost the whole Tontada. Yeah, she's understandably pissed. Usopp. Oh no. You're gonna get tricked. Oh my god. Aww. I hope so. These two don't care though. Oh shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Unless this is a trick. I mean, even if it was a trick, this is fucked up. But he might just say, I was lying, it's not flammable. Oh! Holy shit! I don't think he was lying. What the fuck? Okay, there's the hats. Oh my god, he's still got the grape. That grape's Chekhov's gun, it's gonna come back. You gotta just scoop up as many as you can and put them in your bag. Is this gonna like inspire Usopp, who's been very, you know, he's been trying to stay out of it. Oh my god, they were fucking exploded. Whew. Jeez. Soldier. Oh my gosh, look at her in like normal clothes. CP0. Man, that would have been so nice for them if Doflamingo wasn't fucking around. Man, the disappointment there, like, you have that little bit of hope. And I'm also gonna do it with almost no clothes on. Aww. This is your chance in a way. I still feel like we're gonna get the Kairos story. I kind of agree with him, but I mean, she doesn't want to just do nothing and... Oh. Oh. That must really hurt to hear. Jesus. I mean, she didn't mean that. She's just so frustrated because she feels helpless. Oh, and he still cares. Like, he's not like going away out of anger. He like took her words on and is sad about it. Oh. Oh yeah, get him out of there. Yes! Eat his lung or something. I don't know. They're trying to do the plan properly. Jesus, man. I admire their spirit. Oh, uh-huh. To not have that contract? Ah. Just takes one mistake. Damn. Jesus. Yeah. Usopp, you might need to start pulling your weight. His name was... Oh! Wait! Excuse me? Ah! Okay, I predicted some of the twists in this. Oh my god. I mean, I've seen a lot of the stuff coming before they did it. And like, I've made predictions and stuff, and it's like, okay, like, you know, people, you know, the toys being, you know, people and all of that, like, it's like, oh my god, that's kind of surprising, but, you know, it makes sense for the story. It makes sense, like, it doesn't shock me that much because it's sort of a natural progression of like how this is all going and it fits in. And stuff like, oh, it's, you know, Soldier's actually her dad. Yeah, I could see that from like very, very early. It made a lot of sense, right? So there's a lot of stuff in this arc that, like, you know, I've seen the twist coming and stuff. I didn't see the Kairos thing coming at all. I just didn't think about that in the slightest, that Kairos could actually be someone here still, and like, and that it's Soldier. That's actually fucking wild. I like that. I really like that twist. Really cool. And it makes that conversation that they just had, or that we just saw a flashback of, even more, because she was saying, you're not my dad, you're just a one-legged toy. And she was also saying Kairos didn't even exist. Like, he's just a fantasy as well. So it's like, at every step of the way in that conversation, Rebecca was just like hammering home that he didn't exist. Which must be like a horrifying thing to... Like, he knows all of that, but he's still being confronted with it so much. Like, you're not my dad, Kairos didn't exist, you're just a toy. Like, all of that stuff being thrown in his face as he's trying to convince her not to die, must be like a lot to take in, and he can't really like tell her everything. But yeah, wow, like that's a cool twist there. And yeah, I really liked that conversation that Soldier and Rebecca had. I mean, I like it because it's devastating. I like it because it's interesting and well written, but very sad that, you know, he's just saying, look, we're doing something, we're putting our lives on the line, just, you know, hold out and you might be saved. And she's saying like, no, I can't keep waiting around. I need to do something. Like, I need to be proactive. I can't just be waiting to be saved. And this is a big chance for me. Like, it's not often that you're going to be fighting for one of the most powerful devil's fruits in the world. Like, that's a huge chance for her. And so I can see why she's like, it's fucking now or never. I need to put my life on the line. And so, like, Soldier is saying to her, don't sacrifice yourself because you can't do this. And she's saying to Soldier, don't sacrifice yourself because you can't do this. They're both telling each other the same thing, but they're both so frustrated that they can't get through to the other one that it's getting more and more heated. And Rebecca is a little more immature, so she's more prone to like, outbursts and saying, like, you're not even my parent, you know? And I mean, yeah, that's very sad, but she's obviously, I mean, she said it, but she's obviously saying that because she, in that moment, is so frustrated and is trying to find a way to be like, I need to do this, and I don't want you to keep telling me I can't. And so she's, like, finding any reason, and one reason that jumps to her head is like, well, you know, you keep acting like my dad and pretending you have some sort of authority over me, but you don't. You're just a toy. You're just someone who was with me when I was growing up. But yeah, I mean, just really, really devastating. But it's good. It's good stuff. It's well done. By the way, that Diamante thing of he has all of those, like, diamonds on him, and he picks one up and he, like, unlocks it, and then it, like, folds out into a weapon. So cool. Like, that's so great. So he basically can use his ripple fruit, I imagine, to take a weapon, make it ripple so he can, like, fold it up into a little piece of fabric and put that in this little pouch. And then when he needs it, he just takes it out and unfurls it into its weapon again. That's so cool. That's such a cool, like, it's sort of like the Ant-Man thing of, like, you shrink a tank down and you have it on your keychain, you know? It's sort of like that, except, you know, an even more unique application of the power. You're like, you actually just make it into a fabric that can just be folded. It's really, really cool. I like it. Yeah, and I mean, look, I've said before that that I thought we were gonna get, like, a flashback of Kairos' story and stuff. Now I see Kairos is actually one of the characters we've been following this whole time. Now, yeah, I'm pretty damn sure that we are going to see some Kairos, but I don't think it's going to be what I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be something way in the past, you know? In the same way that, you know, the Fisher Tiger backstory and the... I guess that wasn't necessarily way in the past. No, but yeah, no, this isn't going to be way in the past, because if we see Kairos' backstory, I imagine it's mostly going to be the backstory of when Rebecca was like a kid. So I don't know, maybe it'll be like, I don't remember the timeline of all of this stuff, but maybe when we do see the backstory, it'll be like 7 years ago or something. So not like a super long time in the past, but you had stuff like the Skypiea backstory, which was like way in the past, you know? Fisher Tiger was like pretty in the past, but I guess not. I guess that even the Fisher Tiger thing was only probably like, I don't know exactly when, but like 10 years ago or something, if I had to guess. I'm not sure. I can't quite remember exactly when it was, but yeah. And then I also like the detail, and I mean, they might even go into the specifics of this more later, but for now, what I know about it is like, Kairos Soldier, him being the one toy that she forgot to make a contract of. Now, we might find out later that she, like, purposefully didn't make a contract because of this reason, or she did make a contract but something happened or something, you know, like, we're kind of hearing secondhand information, but for now, I'm going off of what they've said in the show, which is that she forgot to make a contract on him, and, like, to me, makes a lot of sense, where, you know, you do this to thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of toys or whatever. Yeah, sometimes you might forget. Like, you could just be doing things on autopilot, or, you know, if it's really, really early on, you just don't realize that, like, putting a contract is something that you have to do until you start doing more of them, and then you're like, oh, I'll start putting a contract on them to make them obey orders or whatever. So yeah, it's pretty fucking crazy. Sugar is so crazy. She's got such a crazy power. It's insane. All right, let's move on to the next and final episode we're doing in this video. This is episode 673. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Alright, that's the cube complete. Okay, this episode is gonna be called A Great Warrior, the true story of Kairos something. I don't know. Alright, back to Zoro cutting walls. Zoro, I'm gonna need you to figure out, like, what this guy's weakness is. Maybe those eyes. Those eyes don't look like stone. Get him in those. Oh my gosh. You can cut out of those, like, yep. Like Attack on Titan. I think it was someone cut their way out of the female Titan's hand by, like, slashing around. Yeah, fuck him up. Yeah! Kill these guys. Just a little prick. Oh no. Nice! Oh. Oh, here's this guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. What's his name again? Gladius. Huh? Oh, be careful. What's gonna happen? Oh, just grabs him. Okay. Oh. Oh my god. Oh my god. What's with the Tontara tribe and getting exploded today? He went past really slowly. Oh, it was technically slow motion. Okay. Oh. Shit, man. Pop, pop. Oh my god. Oh my god! So yeah, since he's a toy, you can just fuck him up? Oh god. Oh. Oh. What the fuck? I didn't even realize they were this close to each other. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, Luffy. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I betrayed you. Blah, blah, blah. I don't care. I need to keep going. I mean, Luffy could beat him, but it would take a while. I love Violet. She's been just like keeping watch over everyone and has remembered them, and it's so nice. Yeah, you guys should have seen that coming. Oh my god! Shrapnel. Oh! Good job, Luffy! Oh, it's so cool, Luffy. He's gonna find another way up. Oh, I thought it was much higher. He's having to use his foot. Oh my god. Yeah, that must have been so confusing. Maybe he went under the water. You should swim in it and check. There's his disguise! This is fucking brilliant. I love his impression. I really like this Kinemon storyline. It's very funny. I hope it continues to work for a while, because it's good to see him do this impression. Yeah, it's not going great though. I don't know if it's gonna work anymore. Yeah, it feels organized. He's really pissed. I love it. He underestimated them so much that he's really pissed that their plan is good. Hey. I love Baby Five. It's hard to read him. Yep, I mean, she's here with us right now. Yeah, he's getting impatient. You can't tell Luffy to wait when the boss is right in front of him. I mean, I wonder what Soldier-san's plan is to take down Doflamingo. You know, other than this operation. Does he have some ace in his sleeve? Ace up his sleeve that he hasn't told us yet? There's the grape, or the fake grape. You need to get it into Sugar's mouth. I'd love to see him just go for it, you know? They're brave as fuck, is what they are. Oh shit, and like he's here too now, so it's even less likely to work. Oh god. Oh my gosh. See, why does his power actually get to be kind of cool? And then he does stuff like that, and I don't like him anymore. And then he fucking, like, that's really efficient. I really like that as a power. Stick them down and then blow them up. And he doesn't hesitate. Damn, man. Oh. Usopp. Usopp, you really should actually take the grape for yourself and fire it into her mouth. Oh, Robin's ass. I mean, Sugar is standing there with her mouth defiantly closed. Yes, there we go. Yes. Grab her mouth, grab her jaw. Grab her jaw. Yes, good job. Go! Come on. Oh no, they're all too happy about it. Oh no. Oh, Robin got turned into a toy. And we're gonna forget about her. This is what I was talking about. Shit. Oh god. Oh. Okay, alright. Damn, man. I had said, like, that it was almost guaranteed that at some point, at least one of the Straw Hats is going to turn into a toy. Didn't I say, though, that I didn't think Robin was going to be one of those? I feel like my grand idea was right, but my, my more specific idea might have been wrong. But, damn, I mean, this is going to be very sad, I think, because I think we're gonna see, you know, the Straw Hats without Robin. You know, like we're gonna see them acting as if Robin was never a part of the Straw Hats. I imagine is what's gonna happen, and if so, that could be fucking awful. But good way to like add stakes to this, I feel like, because they, you know, the like having they get knocked out or whatever, you know, the enemy punches them until they're knocked out is like, oh yeah, that's, you know, that's fine, but we know that they're not going to kill the Straw Hats, so whatever, right? And I mean, we know they're not going to keep Robin as a toy forever, but it is kind of like, now that Robin's been turned into a toy, it is like, okay, she's off the battlefield, you know, she's taken out. If someone was knocked out, it's like they could get up anytime within the next half episode, or, you know, they could get up, you know, at the end of the season, or they could never get up. We don't know. But turned into a toy, it's like we have a pretty definitive, like, until Sugar is defeated, they are just toys now, you know? And I feel like there's something cool about that. So yeah, this is really cool. It's very sad, but very cool that she was turned into a toy. I like that. I really enjoy that the Straw Hats are part of a decent plan, and like, I mean, part of it is that it's not really their plan, it's these other people's plan, and they'd been planning it for a while, and the Straw Hats just came in and were sort of improvising on top of it. But I do like that, like, we've got a lot of information, and we're actually working with a with a real goal in mind and with an actual plan in mind. And Doflamingo just did not expect that from the Straw Hats at all. Like, he really thought, you know, these are the types of guys who are so dumb, they're just gonna rush in and try to take us out and we can defeat him easily when they do that. And it won't be a big deal, you know? But he's like, why the fuck are they working with the Tontada tribe? And why the fuck are they trying to take out Sugar? Like, these are really annoying things they're trying to do, you know? It's like if you're playing Overwatch or something and you're trying to like tank and you're trying to like, you know, I'm playing as D.Va and I'm trying to go, you know, and take out a bunch of their people and be super aggressive, and every one of them's like ignoring me and shooting at my Mercy and kills Mercy, or like shooting at my Ana and kills them, and I'm like, stop killing my supports, it's a good strategy. Stop doing it. Like, I'm so used to people blindly shooting at me and I can take you all out and I'll be very strong and you'll just get yourself killed. But you're actually thinking, you know, like, I'm trying to put pressure on you and you are using critical thinking to defeat me. It's not fair. I feel like that's what Doflamingo is doing. He's like, stop it. Like, if you guys all just rush me, you'll lose and it'll be easy for me and it'll be satisfying to be able to take you down. But the Straw Hats aren't doing that. They're like systematically taking things down one by one and using like Frankie as a distraction and sneaking into the, you know, into the basement and into the back of the palace and getting past the guards, and you turning Violet against him and using the Tontada tribe and going against you know, like charging at them with fucking Soldier and like doing all of these things that Doflamingo just didn't see coming at all. I really enjoy it. Man, the Kinemon dresses as Doflamingo and pretends to be Doflamingo storyline, I want more of that. That's really good. It's a really good bit. It's very funny. I love hearing the voice actor do like a Doflamingo type voice, but also like not be able to hold it for very long. And I think it's also like a pretty decent disguise. Like, it's not perfect, but I can see how you would fall for it. And I like that. I like when it's like, because sometimes you'll go for the full gag where it's like you pretend to be that person, but you really just have like glasses on, or, you know, you just have like something where it's like, oh, I look like the villain now. Look, I look like the villain. And it's like, and it's so obvious that it's not, you know, they'll have face paint on or something, and it's so obvious that it's not them, that like, that's part of the joke, right? That everyone's falling for it despite it looking nothing like them. But I think that joke like wears off super quickly, and then it's just kind of like, then it's almost just obnoxious that no one knows. But I feel like Kinemon's disguise, because he used his power for it and stuff, is like, could very much be like pretty convincing, and he's actually got a very similar body type. Like, he's absurdly tall. Like, I feel like Kinemon's like 8 feet tall or something, and I think Doflamingo is probably a similar height. And they're both like kind of skinny but a little broad. Like, they've got these very similar body types to them. He's doing a decent impression of the voice, and he's got that like crazy clothes that no one else would wear. So so I can see why people would be fooled by it, and like, why else would there be someone just wandering around that is dressed like that, you know? So so I like that. I also like that Violet, whenever Violet sees someone new and then they talk for a bit, Violet tends to go like, yeah, I was watching you from afar, and like, thank you for doing this, or like, and she's just so sweet. I really enjoy that she's been keeping an eye on everyone and has been like watching, like, all of this time she's known like all these people have been taking care of the right people and been working on their plans, and she's seen all of that and hasn't leaked any of that to Doflamingo. It's so good to just know that she had a bird's eye view of everything, and she kept her mouth shut about it, and now she can finally like tell them that they did a great job. It's so nice. Just such a nice little side storyline going on in this entire situation. I really like Violet. But yeah, man, good. These were good episodes. These 3 episodes were very solid. I like this little assault on the base. If I have like minor complaints, it's that like the Zoro battle's not going anywhere right now. So I wish there was something more interesting happening there because he's just fighting wolves right now. But, you know, that was very similar to my Dressrosa prediction video where it's like, he's fighting Zeep Zopper and it's like, this battle will go on for 14 episodes. Like, I saw this sort of thing coming. They do this. They do this with the characters sometimes where it's like, oh, it's a pretty irrelevant enemy, and like, not to say that he's not a strong enemy, he's extremely strong, which is why Zoro can't deal with him, but it's just not super exciting to watch, you know? Like, I feel like it would be like a cool little 1 or 2 episode fight, but it's been going on for like, you know, 6 or 7 episodes at this point. And I feel like it's going to be going on for quite a while more, and it makes it feel like it's just a way to like get Zoro out of the action, you know? And he's in his own action, but it's just not very interesting action. So yeah, if I had any complaints, it would be that, and I don't know, the Senor Pink stuff we haven't seen in a while, but I feel like that actually didn't overstay its welcome as much as I thought it did. Like, when we saw it last time, it was actually being pretty entertaining, so that stuff might actually be fine. And like, credit where credit's due, Treble is a bit cooler than I thought he was. I thought I would hate everything about him, but as I found out in this video, I don't hate everything about him. I actually like about 60% of him, maybe. I don't know. Like, it's very difficult for me to know, but it's really just his visual design and his main concept that I don't like, and his voice. But kind of everything else about him I quite like. So yeah, I don't know. But I feel like I judged him very early, and I was pretty confident that I would continue to really dislike him. And actually, in these episodes, I wasn't like disappointed when he was on screen, you know? So, yay, that's pretty good. Sugar continues to be great. I love Sugar. I love Lao Ji. I mean, obviously, I love Doflamingo. Gladius in this episode was pretty cool. So there's some cool characters. I like Diamante, you know, whenever we cut back to the Colosseum, I'm liking that. Lots of great stuff. Lots of really good stuff. So that's One Piece episode 671 to 673. Thank you for joining me. Make sure to support this video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing, and go to my Patreon account for full-length early access and exclusive videos. I will see you next time. Goodbye.